Empires of Gold, a West African story. Welcome to our trip through the rise of empires in West Africa. Today we'll explore the cool history and big influence of the Ghana, Mali, and Songhai empires, and the important trans-Saharan trade routes. For hundreds of years, the sands of West Africa have held the secrets of powerful empires. Their rise and fall can still be felt today. These empires, powered by trade, left a big mark on human history. Their legacy is woven into the region's story. Join us as we explore these empires, their amazing cities, lively cultures, and the web of trade that connected them to the world. Ghana, the Gold Empire. Our story starts in the middle of West Africa, in the vast grasslands south of the Sahara Desert, where a strong and influential empire grew. This was the Ghana Empire, a kingdom built on the wealth of gold. The Ghanaians, skilled miners and talented craftsmen, controlled the area's abundant gold resources. This precious metal, highly sought after all over the Mediterranean and beyond, would become the foundation of the Ghana Empire's immense power. From their capital city, Kumbi Saleh, a bustling trade center, the Ghanaian rulers oversaw a vast and intricate trading network. Camel caravans laden with gold, salt, ivory, and other valuable commodities traversed the harsh Sahara Desert, connecting the empire to North Africa and beyond. The trans-Saharan trade routes, perilous but highly profitable, became crucial arteries for both culture and commerce. The Ghanaians, astute traders, controlled the gold trade, demanding high prices for their precious metal. This control brought immense wealth and prosperity to the Ghana Empire. The rulers, adorned in gold and luxurious silks, commanded powerful armies and built grand palaces that showcased their authority and influence. Ghana's influence extended far and wide, shaping the political landscape of West Africa. The empire's wealth and formidable army made it incredibly strong, ensuring its dominance for centuries. Ghana's gold not only enriched the empire but also fueled economies far beyond its borders. From bustling North African markets to the treasuries of European royalty, Ghanaian gold was everywhere, a symbol of wealth and power. But even the mightiest empires are not immune to change. Over time, the Ghana Empire, weakened by internal strife and external pressures, began to decline. The rise of a new power, the Almoravids, posed an even greater threat to Ghana's stability. By the 1200s, the once great Ghana Empire had fallen, leaving behind a legacy of wealth and trade. But the story of the Ghana Empire illustrates the transformative power of trade and its profound impact on civilizations. From the depths of the earth, gold emerged, turning a kingdom into a mighty empire and leaving an indelible mark on the history of West Africa. Mali, an empire of great wealth. From the Ghana Empire's remains, a new power arose in West Africa, the Mali Empire. Started by Sundiata Keita, a skilled warrior and great leader, the Mali Empire would become bigger and stronger than Ghana. Mali took over Ghana's gold trade, becoming wealthy and powerful. Under Sundiata and his successors, the empire grew, taking over large parts of West Africa. Mali's success came from controlling the profitable trans-Saharan trade routes. Cities like Jenne and Timbuktu along these routes became busy trade and culture centers. Mali's markets were full of traders from far away, wanting gold, salt, cola nuts, and enslaved people. The empire became super rich. During the rule of Mansa Musa, one of Mali's most famous rulers, the empire's wealth peaked. Mansa Musa, a good Muslim, went on a famous pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. His trip, showing his faith and the empire's wealth, became legendary. Mansa Musa's group, stretching for miles, was said to have thousands of soldiers, helpers, and slaves, all dressed in fancy clothes. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage amazed everyone. He traveled with tons of gold, giving it away on his trip, leaving a big impression. After returning from Mecca, Mansa Musa kept investing in Mali. He built mosques, libraries, and universities, making Timbuktu a famous place for Islamic learning. Mansa Musa's rule was a golden age for Mali. His fair rule, wealth, and expanded trade made Mali a major power. The Mali Empire, like Ghana, showed how trade can change societies. From markets to learning centers, Mali's legacy lived on. Chapter 3, Songhai Masters of Trade and Learning. As the Mali Empire weakened, a new power was growing in West Africa, ready to take its place. The Songhai people, living along the Niger River, built an empire that would rival its predecessors, showcasing their resilience and ambition. The Songhai Empire, starting as a small kingdom around Gao, grew steadily, eventually becoming bigger and stronger than Mali, expanding its influence far and wide. Led by strong rulers like Sunni Ali and Askia Muhammad, the Songhai Empire reached its peak, demonstrating exceptional leadership and vision. Sunni Ali, a great military leader, led the Songhai to many victories, conquering important trading cities like Timbuktu and Jen, which were crucial for the empire's prosperity. His rule started a new era for Songhai, one of military power and expansion, setting the stage for future growth. Askia Muhammad, who took over after Sunni Ali died, strengthened the empire and created a central government, ensuring stability and efficient administration. A devout Muslim, Askia Muhammad brought Islamic law and learning to the empire, integrating religion with governance. Under his rule, Songhai became a center of learning and culture, attracting scholars and intellectuals from various regions. Timbuktu, already a famous trade center, became a major Islamic university city, bringing in scholars and students from all over the Muslim world, enhancing its reputation. The Sankore Madrasa, one of Timbuktu's best learning centers, had many manuscripts on topics like astronomy, math, Islamic law, and literature, making it a beacon of knowledge. Songhai, under Askia Muhammad, became a place of knowledge where scholars thrived and new ideas flourished. Songhai's control of the trans-Saharan trade routes was important for its wealth, facilitating extensive trade networks. The empire's merchants traded gold, salt, cola nuts, enslaved people, and other valuable things with North Africa, the Middle East and beyond, creating a vibrant economy. This trade, carried by camel groups across the Sahara, made Songhai very rich, paying for its growth, government and culture, and ensuring its prosperity. But even the strongest empires can have problems, and Songhai was no exception. Songhai, weakened by internal fighting and facing threats from Moroccans with gunpowder, eventually fell, marking the end of an era. Even though it fell, the Songhai Empire left a lasting impact, with its legacy enduring through the ages. Its support of learning and trade made it a major force in West African history, influencing generations to come. Chapter 4. The Trans-Saharan Lifeline, Connecting Cultures and Continents. The rise and fall of the West African empires were intricately tied to the trans-Saharan trade routes, ancient paths that spanned the vast Sahara Desert, connecting the Mediterranean world to the heart of Africa. These routes, like lifelines across the endless sand, were more than just trade paths. They were bridges between diverse cultures, sharing ideas, beliefs, and traditions across long distances and through generations. For centuries, camel caravans, led by Berber nomads who knew the desert intimately, traveled these routes with remarkable skill and resilience. Their journeys were perilous, fraught with dangers from the harsh environment, but they offered the promise of immense riches and rewards. Camels, perfectly adapted for the desert, were essential for this trade, carrying valuable goods like gold, salt, and other commodities across the vast expanse of the Sahara. The trade routes, dotted with oases that provided much-needed rest and respite, became vibrant places where cultures mixed and mingled. Merchants from North Africa, the Middle East, and Sub-Saharan Africa met at these bustling trading posts, exchanging not only goods but also languages, customs, and innovative ideas. Islam, brought by Arab traders, spread across West Africa, profoundly influencing the culture, religion, and societal structures of the empires. The trans-Saharan trade was a crucial factor in the growth of the West African empires, connecting them to the wider world and making them wealthy through the trade of gold, salt, enslaved people, and other valuable items. The insatiable demand for gold drove much of this trade, fueling the economies of these empires. The West African empires, controlling rich gold mines, became pivotal players in this trade network, their fortunes rising and falling with the fluctuating price of gold. However, the trans-Saharan trade had a dark and tragic side. The enslavement of Africans became an integral part of this trade, with millions of people forced into captivity and taken across the harsh desert. Despite these grave issues, the trade routes across the Sahara remained vital for commerce and cultural exchange for centuries, profoundly shaping the history and development of West Africa. As the sun sets on the vast Sahara, we remember the trans-Saharan trade routes, a testament to human endurance, ingenuity, and the interconnectedness of our world. Outro echoes in the sand. Thanks for joining us on this trip through the rise of West African empires. From Ghana to Timbuktu, we've seen empires rise and fall, the power of trade and the impact of cultural exchange. The legacy of Ghana, Mali, and Songhai shows the cleverness, strength, and culture of the West African people. Their stories remind us that our world is connected. Like, share, and subscribe for more cool history videos.